live, work and play in the same neighbourhood. It's part of Singapore's update to a 50-year blueprint for its urban landscape based on feedback from around 15,000 people. Now, the future will also see all sorts of nature parks and a plan to protect the coastline from rising sea levels. Places with rich heritage have also been identified to preserve their unique character in what's being called identity corridors to build a deeper sense of belonging. Plenty of content to go through, but first, Rebecca Mateo tells us how flexible homes and workspaces are envisioned for the future as development plans bring living, working and playing closer to each other.
The future of living sees homes with flexible layouts to suit the needs of different people. Homeowners may get to configure their home space, like reducing space in the living room to add a children's bedroom when the family grows. National Development Minister Desmond Lee says such open floor plans could also help meet expectations as lifestyles change.
Already, our HDB flats, the newer BTOs, we push the load-bearing structural walls to the corner of the unit in order to allow the homeowner to make adjustments to the flat in order to accommodate their own or their family's own needs. Taking this step further, we are looking at the possibility of having a few customizable options in order to let people kind of tailor their own homes.
The government could also build new public housing at the residential estates of Bayshore and around Upper Changi MRT station, and open up new residential areas in Marina East and Marina South. This would encourage a better mix of public and private housing across Singapore. Homes could also be closer to jobs, with more mixed-use developments near the city centre and across Singapore. But one analyst says some business activities will still need to take place in the city centre, such as financial services.
I think one of the major challenges would be to match the location, match employment with spaces of residence. Certainly not, we cannot expect all jobs to be located in the same neighbourhood where the employees are living. So there will be still a need for employees to travel to the city centre, but hopefully there will be some matching of employment with residents in some of these neighbourhoods.
Another example of a mixed-use building is the idea of vertical zoning in industrial estates. Lower floors of the building can be used for clean industrial activities, the middle for co-working spaces, and the higher floors for people to live in. Kolam Ayer Industrial Estate is one of the possible locations that could see a greater proportion of its site being used for non-industrial purposes. That could mean having more co-working spaces, retail shops and F&B stalls all in the same place. Authorities hope this would encourage a more vibrant mix of businesses at these industrial estates. But it's not all work and no play. The big idea also includes bringing recreational activities right to the doorstep and connecting more homes to nature parks. It envisions transforming underutilized spaces like rooftops on multi-story car parks into community gardens and doubling up school grounds as social and community spaces for residents. It's all part of a grand vision to bring how we live, work and play closer to home.
In a bid for more inclusive housing, seniors could also have more options to buy community care apartments to live in. URA is also looking to expand this assisted living concept from public housing estates to the private setting through a pilot at Perry Avenue in Kovan. URA says it will launch a tender for the private model. The government has already piloted community care apartments at Bukit Batok and has plans to launch them in Queenstown. These flats for sale come with options of caregiving, housekeeping and meal services. They also have shorter leases of between 15 and 35 years. Authorities say they will review the take-up and see how feasible it is to have more of such housing options. One analyst says these could provide seniors with more tailored care.
As the population ages and then with more seniors that actually need some form of help with daily activities, there is actually a need for a wider spectrum of care facilities to actually provide for such needs.